Hi, my name is marcleon, and yesterday I was listening to the Cafe Bitcoin podcast, and it was actually a Twitter Spaces, but they had NVK on there, and I noticed that a lot of people had some questions about passphrases, and I kind of wanted to go over what a passphrase is, what it does, and how it works. So, without any further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and get started on that. So here's the mnemonic code converter, the BIP39 tool. And so I'm just going to use my favorite Bitcoin mnemonic, 24 bacons. Now, obviously, this is not the most secure wallet. And in fact, you definitely don't want to use this because, well, your money will be taken. It's just 24 bacons. Who doesn't know how to do that? How to put that into a wallet? But let's say we are using the cold card, and this is our wallet that we're using for demonstration purposes, obviously. Okay, so we're going to do BIP84, and as you can see, that gives us this public key. Also gives us a private key, but I'm not going to go over that right now. We are concerned with this because this is how we derive all of our addresses. So as you can see here, we have this address, and just remember that it ends in K5, that first address right there. Okay. Now let's say we wanted to add a passphrase. We can do that using this BIP39 tool. And again, you could do all this on an air gap computer, so if you want to verify it, you can do that. BIP39 passphrase, this is optional. And remember, we were going to say, or let's see, this first address is K5, the last two. All right, so we're going to add the word hello as our 25th word. BIP39 passphrase, and then that changes the entire wallet. It changes the pub key, and just to show you that, I'll get up this text editor. Here's the hello passphrase, and this is our zpub, and here's the one with no passphrase. Let me just delete this hello, and now we're back to no passphrase. And here's a pub key for that. So as you can see, this is different than the zpub with the hello. Now you don't have to just have one word. You could add as many words as you want. I suppose you could even add every word in the dictionary, but it would be a pretty hard. Well, it would be really hard to recover your Bitcoin if you did that. So let's say we want to put in 2 words. We could do that. As soon as I can find it here. Aha. We can do a hello world. And it calculates it that, and then that's our public key for that. So now obviously, like with different pub keys, you're going to have, sorry about that, 2 words. But with different pub keys, you'll have different addresses. So as you can see, this is totally different too. Let's see, if we just go, again, we'll go look at the addresses now. We will take out this passphrase. And I think I said this before, but the first, or the last 2 on the first address is K5. And now if I go back in here and put hello in, calculate, the last 2 are 7Y. So this is a totally different address, which means it's a totally different wallet. And essentially you can have an almost infinite amount of wallets, basically just using your cold card. You can also add numbers. and then that'll change it too. And I'm not going to go copy and paste this, but you can see it's different. And then if I wanted to add, let's say I wanted to add an exclamation point, that changes it again. So now we have a totally new, different wallet. Let's say I wanted to use 12 words from the BIP39 list. You can do that too. Now, one thing I would do is I wouldn't put these spaces in because the spaces count too. So if you see, okay, I have P1 here for that first address. And let me pause this real quick and I'll take out the spaces. All right, so that first address with the spaces on the BIP39 passphrase. See spaces here. ZH on that first address. And well, actually, I'm using a legacy one, but here, let me change that real quick. All right, so 0S. And if I remove all the spaces, it's different. So now it's 5.5. So we want to make sure that we don't make any mistakes. And the reason why I brought this up is I used to have a Trezor a while back. And I had a passphrase for basically, you know, well, I had my Bitcoin on a Trezor or using a Trezor as the key with the passphrase, and I accidentally wrote it down wrong. So what happened is I forgot that I added a space. I had it memorized, but when you forget that there's a space, you get a totally different wallet. So I kept trying to add in my passphrase, and well, I just kept getting a different wallet, which means I couldn't find my Bitcoin. And I was stressed out for about 2 days. I thought I was gonna like lose all my Bitcoin and start over. So what I did is I just kind of got a notepad and I used an air gapped computer to use this tool, and I just tried different ones. So I ended up figuring out that I forgot the space, and after about 80 tries, I was able to recover the wallet again. So what's cool about this? Oh, and this is I didn't use a bacon one. Here, we'll just go back to our bacon one here. Yeah, and then we'll put that there. Well, you get the idea, right? So hopefully this explains it. Hopefully you kind of understand what a passphrase is now. And also, I do want to point out the reason why I do like the using the cold card is because it has a list of the 2048 BIP39 words. And the cool thing is you can just add the words using the cold card because there's an option to just add the BIP39 words, and that way you'll make sure that you won't misspell them. And it also doesn't have any spaces because, like I said, that can be problematic. It was for me. But the whole idea is, like, if you could just add, like, maybe 6, 7, 8. I mean, you can, if you're really like paranoid, you could do 24 words, right? It's just a trade-off between security and ease of use. Also, are your loved ones going to be able to recover this if you have some crazy 24-word passphrase? At the same time, one is probably not good enough. So Stefan Lavera kind of shared this with me, and it's a pretty useful tool for helping you figure out how to use passphrase, or figuring out how many words you want to use for a passphrase. Okay, so I'll put this in the show notes too, right? But basically, there's this chart here that shows you a bunch of lists. So here's the BIP39 word list, right? And I don't believe this actually counts, like, the difference between title case and all uppercase and, lowercase and all that stuff. But we'll just go with these 2048 words. And okay, so this is a dice roll. Here's a BIP39 list. And it would be really cool if uh, maybe in the next MK4, like if Cold Card could actually add these long dice war words. But I don't know. Maybe there's a reason why they don't do that. Let's see. So here we got like basically if you have 6, 7, or 8 words or whatever, it'll take forever to get that thing cracked, right? So I wouldn't actually use 2 words because that could get cracked in 7 minutes. Um, you know, maybe 7's probably the best, right? But I also wouldn't use 24 because then it gets a little bit too complicated, right? So hopefully that helps you understand what a BIP39 passphrase is and what it does. So thanks for watching. Go ahead and like and subscribe and all that if you like this, and I'll try to make some more videos soon. Thanks. Bye.